Hello and welcome everybody. It is time for finals yet again here at DAFGL.
We got two amazing teams. They've worked their way through the entire bracket. I'm super excited to see these two.
For all of the fun in their name, Kittens United are nobody to play around with. This team has plenty of experience in their roster.
AFG Bravo, a little bit less experience when it comes to at least organized tournaments playing as a full 5-player roster. We start off on Busan for our grand finals of the DAF Gaming League. I'm really interested in this Zenyatta. VHIL is gonna have a tough time if he's not careful going up against another dive composition of Kittens United.
AFG can surround them in that they have Drunk Potato shooting from the back, looks for a swing through, does just enough damage, but not enough to make a team win the fight. Supports down. That's gonna be a loss for the red side as they dive through. Yeah, they see that exact same struggle once again. They do trade out Cyber Pilot, but for the tank, it's just not a worthwhile trade here. EKU, especially with the ults coming up, are gonna have no problem cleaning this fight up. They set themselves up for the third time now. Dive looks pretty decent here, well coordinated, but Sandra just can't find the same target. Water gets shut down by the blade from Kuhaku. EKU remain in control of the map, and honestly, it looks like first point in general here.
Now they're stuck in the Mega Pack room. Oh, it's done.
Yeah, immediately getting doped. The rally's going to give them a bit more survivability in situations like this, especially with those new break changes, but I don't think it's enough in the face of the Kitsune Rush. There's so much to stay here.
They're pivoting their composition quite a bit. No longer the dive, now trying to dig in a little bit more. Okay. Torbjorn Bastion. All right, sure.
Run it.
All right, there we go. Hanzo swap.
As long as they don't overheat here, which it looks like they might, they're going to be all right. Immortality Field gives them a place to reset on the point. They'll get the first flip.
Cyber Pilot gets to cover too. That's so detrimental. Those immortality fields are so important.
Swap here is clearly desired by Drunk Potato, just wanting to get some pace on the board. Fortunately, that pace is running straight into the damage that's offered up by EKU's comp.
AFG, I mean, their supports are the ones who are having to go up and try to contest and trigger overtime right now. This is done and dusted. When you're playing into the Sigma that's set up with a double sniper, a crossfire, right? Like, EKU are playing very well, and that makes it even harder to come back from a deficit.
We're heading into the next map, and it is Midtown. Paul, your prayers have been answered.
Let's go. Midtown time.
They're bringing unique stuff, a lot of damage between the Bastion and the Pharah. The difficulty is going to be finishing off the last little bits of those health bars. It's a lot harder than it looks. It's something we've been seeing out of a lot of the Pharah players, whether it be Yazan or Labda. Nanoing the Pharah, throwing it into a barrage is a big play, but alas, not to be had. They throw it on the Reinhardt. He makes a ton of space, but VHIL goes down. I think they've done more than enough to secure themselves a fight here. Griffin has something to say about it. Overclock was popped. Did get themselves a little bit of value, but enough players remain on the point here that it's going to flip over.
You see, EKU are so focused on water. They know, but they don't know about the Shatter.
Oh, the Shatter connects too. The shield went out. It's just a touch late from Dark Fox.
Oh, again, AFG, the timing is just a 1/10 of a second off. Loved the Shatter, loved the positioning, but I don't think it caught Ricey.
Ricey goes down with the Amp Matrix. The tour remains unused by EKU, an uncharacteristic mistake from this team. They've got the ultimates to close this out, fortunately. But it is far closer than maybe it should be, and if Dark Fox goes down, it might even go the other way. Warhead and Classical are able to clean it up. Just get them off as quickly as possible. Fighting from low here. You're completely surrounded. The Amplification Matrix is free. Warhead's getting shot from like 10 different angles at the same time. 100 HP backed into a corner. This guy is not having fun playing Overwatch. Not today. Downbearer will save them as they manage to push out. They've actually got EKU pretty split up, but that also means that EKU have AFG surrounded. Griffin taking advantage of those angles, take down Water, but Dark Fox down means there's nothing to contest. Cart. AFG just skip it across the finish line before falling. Time and time again, it's his name in the kill feed. Griffin backing up, looking to bail out EKU, and he does. 2 kills should be enough, especially having found the Ana in that chaos.
It is overtime, notably, so just one fight EKU need. Rally is a great stalling tool, but what is going to be the difference maker? Somebody's got to touch. Okay, Cyber Pilot gets there.
Oh, the stun smash connects onto Water. Can't roll.
Oh, no.
No way.
No.
Not like this. Cyber Pilot, you were doing so good.
Now it's matched. Rush for rush, though. No Lucio to bolster Dark Fox, though. Instead, still that same backline of the Brig and the Zen.
Warhead's job right now is to just sustain and live, but it is a very difficult job. One that he has done valiantly, though, as it's bought time for Rig to find 2 picks. Kuaka goes down. You don't have enough damage actually to pick off those health bars. EKU starting to look a little worse for wear right about now. Rig, though, overheats. Greasy able to pick up off the back of it. Transcendence to bolster the fight to try and secure it. The Shatter connects onto 2. Cyber Pilot hits the floor. Now it's AFG Bravo deep in enemy territory. EKU are unable to fight their way back, though. Too little, too late. He can reset his health bar on this high ground all he wants, but it's EKU who have the angle on point, and with it, they're easily able to leverage it into a fight win.
Yeah, okay. Warhead was maybe feeling a little bit too much. Oh, this is deep. Already the Immortality Field used, and it's not going to save you
Wow.
if you stick around, V-Hill.
V-Hill got beamed, dude.
Now Dark Fox going to swap over. Oh, no. What is it? Okay, Baptistes are just cursed. Baptistes are just cursed here. That's an aggressive shatter.
Did Warhead just chump check Dark Fox?
Yeah, I don't think it works.
The insta shatter when they swap Ryan is always a funny one. Works out nevertheless. You can do some work on the high ground though. It does have a pocket, and oh my god,
Nice
the one-man
slide.
army. I suppose 1.5, 2-man. I don't know how many you count the Mercy as, but it's enough. They are incredible stall tools. All 3 of them.
Exactly.
Zoning ultimates. So being able to chip off these last 41 seconds before we force ourselves into a draw scenario is real. I mean, we're applying a lot of pressure right now. The zoning goals don't come out. All 3 of them are still there except for the Deadeye. But they just don't pop the ult early enough. Proactive play from EKU. That's in a beautiful position. 20 seconds is what we're looking at. Remember, finishing with over a minute is the goal here for EKU.
I mean, all they have to do is touch. Use the sound barrier right now and touch, and you'll get at least under that minute. V-Hill dead instantly! A 36-second advantage now for Kittens United going into extra innings. Ooh, TP to point.
Water, TP, where's it going? What's the gameplay here, Water? TP is going somewhere.
Oh, no.
Everyone's through. The point has been secured. Now you're surrounded, though, by Ash and a Sojourn. If Dark Fox can just live here, if you can just survive, you're in a good spot. You've got to find that sim. They take down Water before the beam reaches level 3. That's the composition and the strategy pretty much completely undercut pretty well by EKU.
Now they've got the Bastion, though, and Dark Fox has to be careful where he plays.
Definitely preemptively throwing out the wheels, definitely a little bit earlier than they should have. Dark Fox calmly backs away, plays point. Rig can't cover enough ground to get there, and it's just a sitting duck to be shot at by Griffin and Kuhaku. And now EKU just careen forward. And that cooldown now having been sapped away, the threat of the wheels from Rig is arguably more important than the wheels being used. And it seems like that small detail has just been missed. EKU now diving in on the second cooldown of wheels. Rig just has nothing to protect them. A quick cap for EKU and a quick 2-0 setup as we head into what is now a match point map. Beautifully played. Honestly, by both sides, you've got to give credit where it's due. They managed to turn it around a decent amount, but it's not enough. The compositional swap as well that we saw from EKU, I really liked. They found counters pretty much everywhere and tighten things up, like that backline getting picked off time and time again. EKU, we don't have to talk much about. They've shown their literacy on Winston compositions already, and to see them run a ball would be actually pretty surprising here, but Dark Fox seems lined up for it.
Dark Fox is quite literally having a ball. Excuse the egregious pun, but the guy can just sit on the cart, go right back up to the high ground, get healed, do this rotation over and over and over again.
A tough one as a Kiriko. Griffin, though, 2-piece on the pulse bomb. A third is thrown into the kill feed by Rig, offering up his donation to the pulse bomb pool.
You put the turret down, it makes Griffin's job a little bit more difficult, but the turret doesn't do much against the massive health pools of Dark Fox.
Not for now, at least. Water with the dupe in on a Brig. This is...
He actually chucked the Brig down to the rest of his team.
That's... you just got gapped on a character that I didn't know was possible to gap on. That's crazy.
Oh, no. They gotta try and force cart, surely, right? But how do you force cart against a defensive minefield, against a defensive Kitsune Rush? Used at their spawn!
You can find one more pick off the back of this, or even put themselves in a decent position. Drunk Potato.
There we go.
Struggling to get through that walkway, but does do it eventually.
A minefield will stall and even gets V-Hill!
That would not happen if V-Hill was not already in the back line at that moment.
The enemy
Potato's doing a good job of making space, though. It's actually allowing the team to push cart in a tricky situation. His health bar is low, though. As long as he gets out alive, you can call it decent enough profit, but he won't. That will not be the case. Kitsune Rush managed to Jumbo to try and re-up themselves in this fight to get themselves some way to dig their heels in, but in the face of EKU, who simply don't care about your ultimates, OT will burn down. The line in the sand has been drawn. AFG Bravo must hold halfway through A.
Phenomenal defense from EKU. Now, unless AFG get the fuller hold, EKU are going to comfortably add another trophy to the shelf. Kohaku is on this Widowmaker. One pick, one grapple shot, one player out of position. and that'll spell the end of it. I mean, Griffin dying doesn't help the cause for EKU, but they have plenty of time. They don't necessarily
Where
need
is
to commit to
Cyberpilot
these.
going?
Cyberpilot and
we are
Knees
on
are
a
over in
mission.
this corner.
Oh,
can you punish
They're
this?
just like, they're chain healing each other. The Kitty going, bringing a 2-man army. Yeah, you're gonna fall eventually. Okay.
Yeah, Dark Fox does go over to the Diva. This will make Drunk Potato's job a little bit
Sick.
harder, and oh, it's even harder now that you don't have a Mercy. They don't overcommit though. They cycle back to the objective, and now we're gonna dump their ults in. Beautiful work.
The Death Blossom takes down Griffin despite the defense matrix of Dark Fox. They have all the tools to do this though.
Oh, no.
EKU, they sustain through with the rally, eat all the ultimates with Bravo. All they gotta do is get through this Primal Rage, and it looks likely that they're doing that as the cart careens forward towards the yellow box of victory. They can taste sweet wins on the other side of this choke point.
One last touch here. Self-destruct zone off the cart though. As soon as this bubble drops, AFG, how do you stay on the objective?
They just drop the bomb. Say good luck. It immediately catches out Rig. Kittens United have set themselves up beautifully to take away a win here. All they gotta do is finish off the final health bars, and that they do. V-Hill down, Cart moves forward, and a 3-0 is a series outcome.
Constantly adapting, constantly finding the holes in AFG's game plan.
Look at their trophy cabinet. It just continues to fill up
it's
full.
crazy.
I don't think it's the end for the other side, though. For Bravo, I mean, there's a lot of work to be done. This is their first showing at any of these events. So in future events, you expect them to continue to rise.
A lot of exciting stuff to look forward to in this, in the DAFGL overall.
Yep, big stuff on the horizon. We'll see you guys for the next round of it for Fall and I today. That's all we've got. We've got more coming out.